There's a term for this exact red flag. Something to do with a hoe or a housewife. Doggone, I can't remember for the life of me. So let's go ahead and watch this video, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, all that good stuff.
I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got OnlyFans. Out of all these years, yo, disrespect that comes with it, that you could even talk to me before you did it. That's bullshit, yo. That's fucked up, Keith. I'm telling you, yo, that's fucked up.
Wait, no. Calm, but you're not gonna say fuck me or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up.
Recording me? What the fuck you doing?
So she's already recording him without his fucking consent, right? Because as we talk about all the time, right? Is consent of recording somebody, especially when it comes to women, right? Because women don't like men filmed when you don't ask them if you could film them. But yet, it's okay for a woman to film her man and him not even knowing until they're in mid fucking argument.
Listen, it's not fucked up, and we're going to. Okay, look. So I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course, I'm mad I'm just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
Oh my god. Y'all know me. I'm not married, don't have kids, none of that. Not a parent, not a husband, or anything like that. But whenever a woman says my body, my choice, and you guys have been married for years, something's up. That's all I'm gonna say is something is up. It might be the jig.
Your partner, you're supposed to come to me and talk to
Joe,
me.
I've been talking to you about mad things. I'm asking for solutions to shit. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no
You
solution.
knew who the fuck I was when you met me.
Before.
That's why I tweeted out what I tweeted out. Oh, into a housewife. Because this exact line right here where she said, you knew who I was before, and he's saying before. Now, coming from a guy who is, look, I'm not someone who's going to tell you not to date somebody who's done OnlyFans before. I'm not going to sit here and tell you not to date somebody who's fucking, sent titty pics to some dude before. Like, I've interviewed chicks who have done OnlyFans on this channel. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that. But at the same time, there's this thing called red flags. At the same time, there's this thing called not being able to turn a hoe into a housewife. At the same time, because of the way she's talking to him, there's this thing called trust, loyalty, respect. Seems like she's got none of them.
Joe, I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book.
Also seems like a movie too, because don't we hear that a lot in movies and in shows? Oh, you weren't paying enough attention to me, or you weren't doing this, or we didn't agree on this, so I just decided to do this without even fucking telling you. I decided to do this one thing that affects our entire relationship without telling you. And it affects it in a lot of ways.
That's no
you knew
solution.
You knew who the fuck I was when you met me.
Before.
Yeah,
we met,
before.
yeah, I
And
knew
I
that.
would
Yeah,
never
before.
have to go back to anything
I
like
knew
this
that
again.
beforehand,
But
but not,
unfortunately,
no.
that's not the case
After
right now.
After that, everything's supposed to change.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously, it hasn't.
No, it had to. I had
Obviously,
to do something.
It hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
Facts. And then have the audacity to turn on your camera and try and catch your man acting up because you don't piss him off. That's what got me kind of here. I'm just like, bro, like the trust, bro. The trust is not there.
Back like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the fuck?
Come on, Keith, with that. It don't matter.
She said OnlyFans is breaking her off.
Comes with it.
What disrespect?
You couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well, we're talking about it now.
Because I had to find out on the fly.
All right, then. But now, okay.
No.
She said, all right, then. But. He said, I had to find out on a look at his face, man. It's shocked, man. He said, bitch, I had to find out on the fly. On the fly. And she said, oh, okay, well, but I'm like, this can't get any fucking worse. But guess what? It can. It can.
Wait.
I had to find out on the fly.
So now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Okay. And so? Whatever.
Yeah, she's gonna drive this man. I don't even feel comfortable saying that, man. But look, she will drive him to do something to himself. It seems like, man, like it because I'm pretty sure he's already been dealing with him being a bust and all this other stuff. Like, I mean, that I can't imagine if this happened to somebody like Jamarcus Russell. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just fuck, man. These women out here are fucking ruthless, man. She don't give two shits about his feelings. Obviously, she did the shit. Now, not only does he have to deal with, pretty much his legacy, or I guess lack thereof, when it comes to NBA, him being a former first overall pick. Now he has to deal with being clowned, not just by people all over the fucking world after watching this fucking video, but now he has to deal with his wife going a whole smear campaign on his ass. Let's take a look at her talking to TMZ. Will it play? Yeah, damn it.
Yes, the first question is, where's
How
Joe?
are you guys doing?
Where's Joe?
The fact she's smiling should tell you all you need to know, first of all.
He's pretty pissed off with me. So he's been, I think he's at his sister's house. He's not talking to me right now.
First of all, it's too much information to say where the fuck he's at. Second of all, no shit that he's pissed off at you.
So, yeah.
Keisha, how long ago?
Speaking of how long have these two niggas been doing this shit? Just sitting here, just listening to all these fucking meaningless fucking stories about celebrities, man. How long have these two dudes? This dude looks old as fuck now. This dude, I remember when he had short dreads.
Well, obviously, we saw in the video that Joe was saying he had no idea that you had this account. How long is the account? Have you had the?
Oh, now she wants to act like she's fucking crying. Now she wants to do the wiping the tears. Fucking, give me a break. Give me a goddamn break.
Page.
I've had
I'm sorry, man. I cannot stand. I just can't stand when people just do this type of shit, like this whole victim mentality bullshit, like to try and get people to feel bad for them. Because you made a terrible decision, you want people to feel bad for you. Fuck you.
had the page for at least over a year. It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife, period. And, he has a friend that he's been entertaining, and she decided that, she wants to really put a bigger, wedge in our relationship. So she went digging around my page and was like, oh, do you know that she has this? And it blew up from that.
So now she wants to blame another woman for her husband finding out that she is showing her naked ass all over the internet. And apparently she did porn. Apparently, from what I heard from a couple other YouTubers, they got some evidence that she's done porn as well. I'm not.
It's no secret.
Yeah, she don't look like she's my taste, but I could probably be wrong. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let no damn porn picture of this chick or this lady, I should say.
Joe's financial issues, and
correction, cunt.
I have always made a good life for myself, Before I met Joe, I was living overseas in Europe, and I had established myself as a singer, you know.
So, in other words, translation, she was hoeing overseas as well.
And I came back here, thinking that with his persona and who he was, once we got together and I found out who he was, that it would only take off, other things. But, not.
That's another thing. How do you get married to somebody and then you're like, oh, and then I found out who he was? Like, you guys not figured that out before, you committed your life to him?
Not everybody's hustle and drive are the same. And depression is a serious thing also. So, I've been just like, supporting and dealing and going through his trials and tribulations with him.
See, this is what I hate, man. Like she's sitting here saying, "Oh, he's got all these problems. Woe is me, because I sat here and took care of him all this time." Like, fuck you, fuck you. Like, again, these hoes will go to very dangerous territory just to, like, very far extents of this dangerous territory, by the way, just to defend themselves for having an OnlyFans. Just to defend themselves from being labeled a hoe. Just to defend themselves from the criticism from you disrespecting not only your man, but disrespecting your fucking relationship. Because that's exactly what you did. You're on OnlyFans. Excuse me. You're on OnlyFans. You got caught by your husband. Your husband confronts you. And now you're going on this whole fucking rollout, this whole tour, this smear campaign to drop more fucking shit onto his name. And then sit up here talking to TMZ about now your husband's depression. And then 2 weeks from now, when there's a story saying that Joe Smith offed himself or did something else crazy, then we're all going to act fucking shocked. Except for me. I'm gonna be sad about it. Obviously, I barely even know about the dude. This is a sad fucking situation. But I'm not gonna be surprised one bit because of shit like this. Now, again, I'm not somebody that's saying that she should solely be responsible. I mean, because at the end of the day, words are words. Like, you got to be a man and step the fuck up. But when it's literally your wife, the one that you committed your life to, the one that you provided for, and she's now going on tour telling the whole fucking world, talking to the biggest paparazzi fucking company in the entire world, TMZ. And she's going on this whole campaign telling them about how pathetic of a person he is, how pathetic of a man and a husband he is. And y'all think this is going to end well? It's not going to end well.
I've started several businesses. I've been doing a lot. Like, and she
keeps talking about these several businesses, but won't say what the fuck they are. All she keeps talking about, I got several businesses, but they weren't cutting it. I got OnlyFans, and now my husband's mad, and now I'm gonna go shit on him and his career and his life, and hopefully things will be okay for me.
I just figured out, I have a home in Cape Verde I'm trying not to lose, and a roof over here we're trying to maintain that we almost got kicked out of. So
no need to mention that either. Just digging a deeper fucking hole that your husband is going to have to dig y'all out of. Not you. You the hoe. Not the housewife anymore. You're the hoe. He's going to have to dig his reputation out of the fucking mud that you're digging it in.
I just kicked in the drive and did what I had to do, and he won't.
Taking off your clothes and selling those pictures and getting fucked by other dudes, that's not stepping up to the plate, fam. That's not putting it into drive. That's going into reverse. 60 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in 6 seconds in reverse. That's what that is. That's going to spell disaster. It's a recipe for fucking disaster. This whole situation.
Won't do it, so I had to, and I'm sorry. You knew I was an adult video star when you met me. So if I would do anything for my own survival, then what makes you think that would change now?
So this is his fault too, by the way, because like I said, you can't stop trying to turn a hoe into a housewife. No exceptions. No exceptions. Because this is the part where you think it'll be an exception, and it's not. Now, remember the other day when I was telling you about the Sasha Banks crazy eyes? This bitch, she got him too. I don't know if this Joe Smith just couldn't see it or what. Maybe he was love struck. I don't know, but you cannot tell me she doesn't look nuts. She acts nuts. She looks nuts. She talks nuts. She's nuts.
When I retired from the adult industry, I promised myself if I don't sing, I don't eat. So when, you know, my music career wasn't popping here when I left Germany and I stayed here for him.
Notice how she said for him. Again, not taking accountability, not taking responsibility, not taking ownership for your own actions. This is what happens. This is what you look like. I told myself singing or nothing. And then when my singing career ended and I couldn't go back to singing, I decided to suck dick. That's what you're saying.
I figured, you know.
By the way, and saying, oh yeah, I came back here for him, though. For him. Not for me, for him. I did all this for him. That's what she's saying.
Oh.
Pathetic.
I would, you know, start a business. I started a puppy friend social club business, a dog sitting business. And then COVID happened and that screwed everything up. I have a moving company, you know, that he actually works for me. Like he works for my moving.
Just more added to this whole smear campaign. Because now the whole narrative is he works for her. She's the breadwinner. Like I said, this is bad all around, fam.
Company. You know, I'm tired of being the one to figure shit out. So I figured it out the best way I know that can maximize the money that needs to come in, because I'm tired of living like, you know, I'm tired of living minimal, you know, it's not fair.
It's not fair. This bitch said it's not fair, bro. She said it's not fair. I'm telling y'all, man, like this right here, man, this is really gonna got this dude down a very, very bad road. Because now she just sitting here, whether she's telling the truth or not, she's just airing out all this shit to TMZ. Knowing damn well it's not going to do any kind of good for him or for their relationship. And it seems like she doesn't give a fuck at this point. She didn't seem too worried about him going to go not live, but he's going to go stay at his sister's, which again, nobody should really know that except for you and him. TMZ does not need to know that this dude is over at his sister's crib for a lot of reasons. But Jesus Christ, man, like I thank God I've never had to deal with anything like this, because I honestly don't know how I would even be able to handle this, to be honest. You got a bitch out here just airing out all your shit, whether it's true or not. This is terrible.
And I don't understand how you could have had such a maximized life and be so content. This is ridiculous. But we've been.
And then talking down on a dude. Listen to what she just said. How can you live a life like that and live so fucking content, live so minimal? I'm telling y'all, man, like we're talking about a day and age where World War III is about to kick off, and yet you still have this kind of shit happening. You still got women out here that want to go
a moving company,
TMZ, and talk about air out all their shit with their husband because of one fucking video that went viral. The audacity of these hoes and the clout that they continue to fucking chase.
You know, that he actually works for me. Like he works for my moving company. It's not fair. And I don't understand how you could have had such a maximized life and be so content. This is ridiculous. But we've been together for almost 13 years, though. We've been together since 2012. Like after his retirement.
Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, this bitch can't even math. She said 13 years, 2012. Last time I checked, it's not 2025, it's 2023. So that's 11 years. Just so you know.
Retirement, and it really wasn't a retirement that he wanted. It was a forced retirement because he just got locked out after the lockout in the 2011 lockout. You guys remember?
Right.
You know, he just never got a new job. Nobody wanted him anymore. So
when I told you guys it gets worse, I knew it got worse, but I didn't think it got this much worse, man. I didn't think it got this much worse. So now, not only does she shit on his life, she shat on his whole fucking basketball career just now. There's better ways to word that, and she knows that. That's why I'm so perturbed by this whole situation, because she knows there's better ways to fucking say this, and she's not using nan one of them. She said, and no, the lockdown happened in 2012 and or 2011, and nobody wanted him. Just so you know, just so we're all, in agreement, just so we're clear, you married him, correct? And y'all been married for the past 10 years, correct? So why are you literally shitting on everything he's done in his whole life? That's where I get confused at. That's why I'm sitting here like puzzled and confused of why somebody's wife is doing this shit. Like, this isn't no Will and Jada type shit. This is a normal fucking couple. What we thought was a normal couple that were together for the past 10 years. And then she decided to all of a sudden just jump off the cliff and just do OnlyFans. Go back to doing OnlyFans. Not only being a hoe, going back to being a hoe. You went from hoe to half of a housewife back to hoe in a matter of a 10-year span. That's what I'm getting from this whole fucking interaction, this whole video.
So, there was a depression, and I've been going, dealing with all of this stuff. And I'm sorry, I'm not sorry for what I'm doing. I'm just sorry that he can't understand that that wasn't a selfish decision. It was a decision.
It wasn't a selfish decision, but yet you kept it from him, your husband. It wasn't a selfish decision, but you're taking your clothes off without your husband knowing. And dude's looking at you with your clothes off without him knowing. It's not selfish, but you're sitting up here on TMZ airing out your husband's life story to the entire world. It's not selfish, but you're making your husband look way worse than what he looked in that video that you posted right before this. But it's not selfish. It's not selfish at all.
Decision that I made an executive decision when my man wasn't taking the lead. I really love.
Holy fuck. Just shot after shot after shot after shot, man.
Joe. I love him. If he never speaks to me again, I still will do things to help him or whatever I can because he's my family.
No, what she's gonna send him off to a fucking loony bin, which is where she should actually be.
Family, he's like an intricate part of my life, and I just want the best.
Here come the fake tears and the fake crying. Oh my god, I hate this shit so much, man. I cannot stand when people do this
For us. I wish he wanted that also. That's really where I'm at. I wish that he wanted the best for us because
he wanted the best for you until you decided to start an OnlyFans and go back to hoeing. Again, y'all both fucked up. Y'all both are taking L's because you may think you're getting dubs right now because you're getting all this attention. You're probably getting some money from your OnlyFans and blah, blah, whatever. You got all these eyes on you. Probably gained some fucking followers and subscribers. It's going to die down at some point. And then you're going to have to go back and try and find an actual husband, and nobody's going to want you. Either nobody's going to want you. Well, people are going to want you. It's just the wrong ones are always going to want you because the wrong ones are always going to want the hosts, the OnlyFans, the easy joints, the ones that nobody else wants, the leftovers. Because that's what you are. You're in your 40s, you're OnlyFans, and you were married to a basketball player, a former NBA basketball player. And now here you are on a fucking smear campaign because for whatever reason you feel like you don't want to live minimal or be content in life or whatever the fuck. So now instead of trying to work it out with your husband behind closed doors or in your own home, you decided to let the whole world know, turn on your camera, show it to the entire fucking world, to the entire fucking internet. And now you've not only embarrassed your husband, you've embarrassed yourself.
He's not really wanting the best for himself, so I can't expect him to do for him what he can't do for himself, I guess. And that's why I just did what I had to do.
Have you drawn that line in the sand that you will continue doing OnlyFans?
Unless something else happens that, changes that, no, I'm going to continue my OnlyFans. I think as a
Holy fuck, man.
couple and just him individually, he needs counseling to help find out.
He needs counseling? What? She's saying he needs counseling? Yes, there's some serious issues, man. This lady is so off.
How to re-find himself and find his new place in the world. It's really hard once you've had a major career. You were this number one draft pick, and then everything ends.
Wow, bro. I feel like she wanted to do all this for a long time because she just like I said, shot after shot after shot. And I ain't talking that Drake song, Shot For Me. But literally, like, she's just straight up just shots, throwing shots at this dude. He was a first draft pick, and and how it ended, and but like, fam. And she's doing all this while sniffling, fake tears coming out, and trying to play that victim card.
Really, he needs counseling to help find out how to re-find himself and find his new place in the world. It's really hard once you've had a major career. You were this number one draft pick, and then everything ends. How do you deal with that? I don't want to be alone, but
you should know how you deal with that. You've been with the man for 10 years, not just with him. You've been married to him for 10 years. And now you're saying, how do you deal with that? You know what I say to that? You know what I say to this whole fucking video?
Whoa! What the fuck?
If that's what it has to be, that's what it has to be. But I don't think we'll have a divorce. I don't think so. I think he'll come around.
I'm telling you right now, if I had a wife and she did exactly this, divorce papers on the way. ASAP, fam. You're not gonna fucking smear my fucking name, my legacy, or I guess lack thereof, because he was a bust in the NBA. But still, no disrespect in terms of him as a man, though. No disrespect to him trying to provide for his family, whatever the fuck he's doing. But again, now she's saying, "Oh, he works for me. I have a moving company. This company, and he works for me. And it's so hard taking care of an ex-NBA player who was drafted in the first round, and it's so hard for me to take off all my clothes and show pictures and have me getting fucked in the ass and sucking dick and getting fucked in the puss and all this other stuff. And I'm doing all of this just for our marriage." And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. If I'm Joe Smith, I'm sending them divorce papers ASAP, man. Just get out of here. Anyways, man, let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know if I'm overreacting. Hit me up in the comments. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, all that good stuff.